I'm Madeline Edgar, back again with one of my Marvellous Movement Feldenkrais tips for you. And you can find my books at www.marvellous.com, marvellousmovement.com. Okay, so today we're going to be working lying on your stomach, but we're going to start off in standing. So just stand on the floor and notice what you're sensing about yourself today. Do you feel tall, short, heavy or light, balanced or unbalanced? What do you notice about yourself in standing today? Really important to do these little body scans quite often so that your brain really pays attention to what you're doing. And then slowly turn to your right and without moving your feet, and notice how far you can see easily. No straining, just softly turning, noticing how much of yourself you're using and how much you can see out the corner of your eye. And then come back to the middle and turn to the left. And again, notice how far you can see, how much of you is involved. And 2 or 3 times, just turn right and left, decide which side is easier for you. And then come down onto the floor, lie on your back, and again, just quickly scan yourself. Notice what you feel about your contact on the floor today. Where are you not touching the floor? And is there a difference between the way that the right side and the left side of you feel on the floor? You can do more full body scans in my other videos. And then come over onto your stomach and have your hands in the push-up position, which is roughly the palms about the level of your shoulders on the floor with your elbows in the air. And now imagine that someone is gently pulling your right elbow towards the wall to the right of you. And then gently pulling the left elbow to the wall to the left of you. And keep it small and slow, really small and slow. You don't have to do big movements. And just notice what comes to your attention first. It could be the pressure on your hands on the floor. It could be your shoulder blades or your collarbones. What happens to your collarbones when you do this? And notice, does your head want to participate or not? And also notice how you're breathing, of course. We always do this. And even more interesting is what happens in between your shoulder blades, to the spine there where the ribs attach, in that middle part of your chest or upper middle chest where movement is often quite restricted. So really let yourself gradually increase the movement and become aware of what you're really doing, giving your brain all these little messages about movements it may have forgotten to do before. And as a variation, you can do letting your head stay in the middle and simply moving your elbows and whatever else moves. But also sometimes letting your head participate. It'll probably want to roll from side to side. So allow it to do that and feel the difference it makes, especially around the base of your neck, the base of your skull. And maybe even you can notice something happening in your jaw. Okay, then let that go. Put your arms down for a moment. And always, if you find that it's uncomfortable for you, take a rest. Do not push into pain. So now bring your elbows up again, and now we're going to do another variation, which is to take your right elbow down towards the floor near your right ribs and your left elbow up to the wall, towards the wall above your head. And then reverse it. Left elbow down, right elbow up. And again, feel the gliding of the shoulder blades, what happens in the middle of your spine. Really interesting movements and combinations. Letting your head go with the movement, keeping it still. Try doing it with your teeth gritted together. See what effect that has on the movement. Beautiful. So you can play with these movements at any time. Vary them a little bit more, but each time you learn something more about yourself. Okay, so roll over onto your back and have a little rest for a moment. Notice your contact on the floor. How do the shoulder blades in the middle of the spine feel now? And then slowly bring yourself up, roll to your side, bring yourself up to standing. And just stand for a moment, again noticing what how your feet contact the floor, whether you feel tall or short or balanced or not. But what feels different? And then slowly turn to your right again and notice how you turn now. Maybe there's a little more freedom in your shoulders and that middle part of your back. And is it easier to the right or the left? Has it changed at all? Maybe you can see further, maybe you can't see as far. We're all different. Okay, so take these movements and play with them. They go very well with the other movements that I've just done of the prone foot circles and the prone lower leg circles. So have fun and see you next time. Bye.